All right, Kelsey, new this morning, some are calling it the most heated and controversial local race in the November election.
Republican Big Dan Rodimer is facing off against the incumbent Democrat Susie Lee for a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives. So far, the campaigns have been filled with accusations of lengthy criminal records and cashing in on the pandemic. 13 Action News reporter Sean Delancey joins us live right now in District 3 to cut through all the talking points and tell us about those policies. Sean?
Dave and Kalina, this is Russell Road, roughly the northern border of District 3. If you live south of here all the way to the state border, then one of these candidates is going to represent you. As a swing district, it's anybody's race to win.
In a highly contentious race for House District 3, incumbent Susie Lee and former pro wrestler Big Dan Rodimer have been mudslinging for months.
The voters in Congressional District 3 need to understand the well-documented long history of violence and fraud of Dan Rodimer.
She sold off all her stock before we even shut down flights to China.
Rodimer accuses Lee of benefiting financially from the coronavirus pandemic, saying after she was briefed on the coronavirus on Capitol Hill, she bought and sold beneficial stocks before others knew of the market risk. The Associated Press, however, says that the stocks were managed by a trust controlled by a third party. Lee has fired back, launching a series of attacks, painting Rodimer as dangerous.
I'm running against a guy who literally says he wants to take a chair to the back of Washington.
Lee has accused Rodimer of abusing his wife during a 2006 incident involving police in Florida.
Nothing ever came of it. My wife and I, we got into a verbal dispute, and that's it.
Rodimer was never charged in that incident, but that hasn't stopped Lee from going after his criminal record. Public records show that his rap sheet is almost exclusively traffic violations, but Rodimer was charged with battery in a 2010 incident in Florida.
It was between myself and another adult male. He pushed me, I pushed him back. I was never convicted.
On policy, Rodimer is markedly more conservative than Lee. He plans to focus heavily on education, cutting regulations, lowering taxes, and bringing manufacturing to Nevada.
After COVID, we need to bring back businesses.
Lee is focused first on containing and recovering from the coronavirus, hoping to continue her work on Capitol Hill, developing federal aid packages like the CARES and HEROES Acts.
My vision is to get us back to where we were and even better.
Post-COVID, Lee says she plans to focus on Nevada's education system and diversifying the economy.
Now, this is a notorious swing district, one that is split between city and rural areas, and one that Donald Trump carried in 2016. You will decide who carries it beginning in just a few days. Sean Delancey, 13 Action News.